What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back another video today. A figure that you probably didn't expect me to get, but it looked too damn good to pass up. And I'm talking about the Moon Knight, as you saw from the thumbnail. This thing. I'm excited to see what it's all about. I don't know all that much about Moon Knight as a character outside of the Disney Plus show, which there was a lot of plot holes. I'm sure you comic readers out there that know about Moon Knight know a lot more than me about that. However, the figure and the blogger photos were too tempting to pass up on at least getting my hand on it, getting my own thoughts on it, photographing, videoing, and seeing what's going on with this figure. So I got mine from Pop Collectibles. I think this guy is going to sell out somewhat soon. So if you want to do that, there's a link in the description below. Check them out. But let's see if this thing's any good. If it's just like the blogger photo hype, or is it actually pretty damn good? Let's find out. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why the hell did you buy this? It doesn't fit in your Star Wars and Iron Man collection you got going on, and you didn't like the show and you know, all that kind of stuff. I'll be honest with you, it just looked cool. I wanted to see for myself. I wanted to see for myself. So there's your answer. I don't know if they'll sustain the collection. I don't even know. It just looked good in the blogger photos. That's why I got it. So there you go. I have seen people like enamored with the whole box thing where this spins. Like, I don't give a shit about that. That's a freaking box, but whatever. If that floats your boat, then be floated. TMS 075. Yeah, it's a box. So it is a slipcover box. Mine occurred a little bit of damage, which I don't know how, but yeah, whatever. Who cares? It'll be in a box, never to be seen again. And there you go. So we do have a slipcover here. Here's our figure with all our gloriousness. And it does look good just through the plastic. That looks. Oh, let's see. I'm curious. I want to see. Like, I like Oscar Isaac as an actor. I think he does a fine job, and I think he did a fine job in here. And So Toys is doing a Mr. Knight figure that promises to look awesome as well. So to go along with this fella, I think that'd be kind of cool. It's got this nice little gray vibe going on, and you know, I thought the figure would be like really, really like light in color, but it turns out it's not, at least from what I'm seeing. Let's see if we can get this guy out of here. We've got a lot of crescent. I've seen a friend of mine, they were crescent darts, is what I was told. I don't know. I'm not claiming to be a Moon Knight expert in any way, but hot damn, that's a good looking figure. Wow. I mean, could I potentially put him as like a bounty hunter in my Star Wars universe? He could totally fit in a Star Wars universe as some kind of villain or something. I know that's not canon or whatever, but damn, that's good looking. Wow. Okay, so we got a lot of the crescent darts, got some large ones, small ones, medium ones. We got some batteries for light up function in the eyes. But I'm not sure he actually needs them because just from what I'm seeing right here, he's lit up pretty well. A whole bunch of hands. Those are going to be exciting to deal with. And, okay, he's got a cape, so it's got one of those go through the plastic things on the bottom. All right, hold on. Wow. That is awesome. That is a good... The textures and the number of, like... Oh, man. Shoot. You got to give credit where credit's due. That is a beautiful looking 6-scale figure. Regardless of the show, which it had its good points. It wasn't a total shit show like She-Hulk. Like She-Hulk was a total shit show. But this, it's got like the moon action going on, like some crater effect going on. Wow. Damn. That's good looking. Man, we'll get to you in just a second. Got a bunch of great... I want to see what's going on with this diorama backdrop thing. If it's any good. Because it kind of had my interest. Kind of digging that, right? It just lost my interest. Is this straight up styrofoam? Look at that. That's straight up styrofoam. And it looks plasticky. I'm less than impressed with this. I don't know what I expected. I expected something different. I don't know what I expected, but that's as cheap as this reminds me, and it might be better than the Iron Man Mark 50, or was it the 85 with the holographic shield thing going on that was literally just a piece of the plastic clamshell that was tinted blue. This might be better than that, but not by much. It's large. I mean, there's the figure. It's a good size. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure what I expected, but whatever. Did we need this ginormous base? Hell no. Why in the hell do we have this large thing? For this, like, I don't know. Whatever, Hot Toys. You do weird shit sometimes. All right. We got this guy, which I can only assume goes to that. We got a thing. We got a flight pole thing. All right. Like, I'm not going to let this get me down. This is pretty garbage. All right. So it comes with a bunch of the crescent darts and a bunch of hands. It doesn't really, I don't care. We'll get that. We'll use those in posing. I want you to take a look at this freaking suit. The layer upon layer, the texture upon texture, the design. I mean, Marvel's team may not have nailed the show, but they definitely nailed the look of Moon Knight. It looks unflippin' believable. I mean, look at this is freaking cool. I love the sculpted hood. I love that. I don't know if you guys, anybody's watching this collect Star Wars figures, but the Jedi have the robes with those hoods and the little puny wire. It's a complete pain in the butt to deal with. I can't stand those stupid things. I would love for them to do something like this. Now, there's some drawbacks to it. Like if you have this guy posing around a little bit, you got little gaps and stuff in the back, but I'm more than happy to have that problem, to have something, to not have to pose a freaking hood with a wire and try to make it look beautiful. It's got the crescent moon there on the top. Look at all the design work and the detail they've got going on all this suit. I mean, this right here is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I almost don't want to pose it. Almost. I mean, obviously we're going to do that, but I almost don't want to pose it because it's just too damn good. Look at that detail they've got going on there. Wow. I don't think I've said wow to a Hot Toys figure in a good minute. But this one is, I mean, just unflippin' believable. Look at the texture they've got going on the moon right there on his chest, and how like the bandages are going across it and holding that in. Now there is, so you got the undersuit, which is like a pleathery type material, and then you've got this chest plate on top, and then this plate's like on top of this plate, or it's one piece, but it looks like two pieces, maybe it's one piece. So they got that going on. I mean, absolutely. And then look at this. You got the texture, multiple textures going on the pants. You got writing, screen printing on there. And it goes down. You've got these boots. Now, these are a split cut boot. They don't have a whole lot of range of motion, even though there is a ball joint there. Not a whole lot going on there. So we'll play around with that. Something funky is going along with it. But that's beautiful. And then look here, we'll get the cape out of the way for a second. There's 4 wires in the cape, but that's what's going on behind the cape. And the cape itself is, I might say it's the best Hot Toys cape they've done, or the best cape done by Hot Toys. It's beautiful. Look at the textures going on here. So you got textures on the outside, and if you'll flip it over, you got like screen printing and textures and writing going on the inside, and the way the light's playing with it. And there's 2 different layers to it. So there's 4 wires. There's a wire here, a wire here. They run vertical right here. No wire across the bottom. It's just kind of frayed material. But man, look at this thing. So the way you turn on the lights, I've already put the batteries in it because I wanted to see it. But you clearly don't need it. Look right there. That's without the lights on, right? So this guy pops off very easily, thankfully. And then there's your LED. Oh, he's lost his head. And you see how bright that guy is. And then look at this. Look at that. That's freaking cool. I like that they painted it white so you don't need the lights on, but when you do have it on, I mean, I hope they last long enough for the review for doing the video and photos and whatever, but whew. Good gracious. All right, guys, we got our first pose up here with our Moon Knight character looking all kinds of menacing. Check that out. This cape is absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. They nailed the texture, but look, I want you to look at this cape. Those wires, super strong. It helps that the material is super lightweight. And I mean, look at that. Those 4 wires holding up. I don't think I've ever had a Hot Toys cape that was able to do that. I really don't. Let me look at this guy. Light up eyes, looking all kinds of sick. I mean, that's quite good. And as far as Hot Toys go, I'm pretty sure this is the best cape they've ever done. As far as the posability aspect goes, I dig the drape capes that come with Vader. Those are nice, but like that's next level badassery right there. Look at that. So we've got the crescent darts in that hand. We got another one in this hand. All right, pose number 2. We've got Moon Knight in the shadows. Hope you guys are appreciating the lighting. In the shadows, swooping in, looking all kinds of awesome. I did switch out the hand. We've got this more, I don't know, whatever you want to call that weird hand going on there. On his right, and then on his left, I've got him with the larger of the crescent darts. And hot damn, it's been a minute since I've had like a non-Star Wars toy that was just fun to play with. And this is a welcome surprise. Absolutely a welcome surprise. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm enjoying the hell out of this thing. There's the cape back there. I am enjoying the hell out of this thing. Look at this. Woo. I hope you guys picked this up if you're slightly interested. Man, this is good. All right, here's another pose, guys. We've got him doing a ground pound hero landing pose. You can't see his head, but I think that's okay. I think you can see how awesome it is just like this. This is just a good looking figure, no matter what you do with him on the shelf. And there's a little moon action here. We've got his dart over there. Change that to a fist. And plenty of range of motion on there. Now, you do have to do a little Iron Man trickery. He is long, right? But from front display, it looks pretty stinking good, I think. And just with the movement of the cape, I think you can see as much of the figure as you would need to see. I don't really have any apprehensions about the suit. Honestly, this isn't a whole lot. There's plenty of torso twist, which is kind of shocking, to be quite honest with you. A little bit of pinching going on there in the waist, where I've got that leg kicked out a pretty good bit, or up. But other than that, pretty stinking cool, if I say so myself. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm definitely giving this one a huge thumbs up from Hot Toys. You guys, man, you nailed it. All right, guys, one final pose before we wrap this thing up. If you haven't already ordered this guy, I don't know what the hell you're waiting on. This thing is beautiful. Jeez, look at this. All right, one last heroic pose. Using the battle damaged in-game Thanos base because, you know, why not? Because it's freaking awesome. But I suppose you could just get any old rock or whatever out of your yard or display, 3D print something, whatever you want to do. I only have one complaint about this, and it's a stretch. It's a big stretch. It's my only complaint. It is the ankle construction, the engineering of the ankles. It's a weird joint. It's not a typical 6-scale peg for the ankles, so there's not a whole lot of rolling action going on. So getting the balance is a little bit tough. If you want to finagle with it, you can take the shoe off and kind of mess with that joint a little bit. But not as easy as it should be. However, I am super excited that they gave us a split-cut boot that looks like it's not a split-cut boot. We got the most gorgeous, best Hot Toys cape we've ever gotten. Beautiful head sculpt. The LEDs in mine, the batteries are going to die any minute. So I'm trying to wrap up this video. Guys, get one of these. Pop Collectibles still has a few in stock. I think a lot of other places have already sold out. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Check out my Instagram for photos of this guy. If you haven't already done so, hit the like button and let me know your thoughts on this guy. Completely just pleased. Absolutely pleased with this one. As always, click what you like. See you next time.